Hello there everyone, this is Neko here, getting ready to play The Infected. So we're going to be setting up some more power, we're going to be going to the mine, and we're going to be getting a few other things built in the process. If you guys enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification. I try to show tips, tricks, helpful hints, and all that. Right now I'm in the process of checking out an experiment, which I'll probably go test out in a couple other areas. But it involves the hammer and putting it on the no cut list and then cutting it down. So there was a tree over here, I smacked it, and then I cut it down. If it works, this will be how you can clear your strip place of trees, but you gotta be careful on overusing it because you could potentially deforest your entire area, and that might not be fun. Now, it takes, I believe, 5 days for trees to regrow, so we've got 49, 50, about 3 more days till I know if it works. Alright. Over there is going to be my grinder area, because technically grinding is loud, annoying, and causes a lot of problems. I'll show you around my base of what I've got done so far, what I've been working on, what I'm planning, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Where am I? We need to turn this way. We're also going to be gathering up lead, and we're going to also be gathering up mushrooms. Nailed it. We're going to be gathering up mushrooms so that way we can get 2 more chickens and hopefully 1 more goat. Okay. Would like to get on the road preferably, but still. Now, I'm not the most exciting person, but I do try to do all kinds of fun things and fun experiments. Now it's up to you to decide if you want to watch enough to be able to figure it out. Now, I'm tempted to just delete that log cart. I haven't really bothered to get it at all, even though I've driven by. Personally, would love to be able to stick it in the back of my truck, but who knows. I do have some other ideas that I'd love the developer to add. I've already pointed out some building ideas. I've already pointed out the switch, because it would be nice to have the switch be able to do that. It would be nice to have a few other things that could work also. Now, I think we turn up here. And I believe if we head over this way, is that the pathway in? No. This way. This way is a little bit easier, especially if I go and remove all the boulders, which is why I also brought my pick. Because I wanted to be able to clear a path. Now, thankfully, we can speed mine with the pick still. So I can just come through and just pop. Now, if you're wondering how I'm doing this, it's left and right click because shield. This used to be the super speed chop method, because where you would just come up and you would just bam, and the tree would be done and out. There was also the other way that I've shown, but this one takes a little bit of there's a goat here. I wish I could get it. That would be the last goat I need. I love when they give you things that you just can't get at the moment. Now, experiment time is, we're gonna just clear this. And if it works, I don't remember which ones I've added and which ones I haven't, but for now, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But the goal is to clear out this. And hopefully, we have a pathway. Oop, come on, there we go. not close enough. There we go. Okay, so that takes care of that. I will come through and do some more of these. I probably should turn off my vehicle because I'm moving too far away and it does consume fuel. And fuel is actually a limited resource until you make the fuel process machine. Whee! This clearing out all these boulders will definitely help out a hell of a lot. Because then I don't have to dodge them as much, and it's just the trees that I have to dodge. Speaking of, this is also a spot I wanted to experiment with that no-cut thing. Because this is kind of in the way, and this one's also in the way. Now hopefully this works. Come on, there we go. Because if it does, this is how I'm building my roads from now on. Day 51. So we have to wait till day 56 to find out if it works. Alrighty. What is it? 0? Yes, 0 puts away my weapon. Bad. Okay. We're also going to be setting up some more extractors. I've got enough materials to set up 5, and I think I gotta plan out what I want and how I want. Wait, is it this way? Yes. Oops. Definitely can't wait to hope that works. I also should probably set up or bring a cart over here because okay, drop you. Got my pet bear sleeping on my trailer. Woo! Admittedly, sometimes my pet bear likes to get pet. Like if I'm in here and I right click, he jumps into the vehicle with me. And then when I get out, he gets out. Ta-da! Gotta love that. We're gonna need the nails, we're gonna need the planks, and we're gonna... Oh, I'm full. What am I... no water, so it's not that. I guess we'll put one more setback. But we have currently aluminum, lots of aluminum. We need to now set up 5 more, so that would be 2 and 2 would give me 6 of those. So we'll have 1 more aluminum, 2 more cobalt, and 2 more copper placeables. Once we get more and more of these machines set up, we'll have enough materials coming in fast enough, we'll be able to do all the things we want. So we'll put you on aluminum power on, because right now with these we could make aluminum cans, and aluminum cans, they actually sell for, they don't stack, but we could then take them and make them into coffee and tea and then sell that, because right now I'm lacking on cans because we got $1 here. Cans, they where are the cans? Are they here? They sell for 26 cents, so it's they also take up more room, so I wouldn't really consider using them for selling unless you're planning to make these, because that doubles the price. Alright, so we got you. We are gonna need mushrooms, we're gonna need lead, because we're gonna be making a bunch of what do you call it, a bunch of wind turbines and batteries. Okay, so next thing we're gonna place, that's 1, so here will be 2, 3, 4, and I guess we'll set number 5 over here. Alright. There we go. You. We'll get you. You. That should take care of all that. Now we just need you and you. A little too much. I definitely need to get that weight carrying at some point. Will definitely help out. Okay. And then there's a bunch of others. Now the reason why I'm setting this all up is so that I can make money faster. Because I would like to be able to start producing a bunch of other items. Right now, I've got money making in the process. Looks like Mike can fill up, like, I don't know, 6 boxes of onion with 32, 33 onions. He can fill up about 6 boxes before the first batch starts to rot. What? Hold on a second here. Must be any... Yes. Okay, there we are. He can fill up 6 boxes so far before the first batch goes bad. So, yeah. Alright, we got copper. We got cobalt. I guess we'll set this every other one. So, copper. Cobalt. Copper. And then... cobalt. Perfect. So now we got 3 of these going. If I can, we're gonna try and make enough to make, what is it, 2 more chickens, 1 more goat, so assuming 3 mushrooms, so we need 15. Yep, 15 it is. Kind of wish we could grow mushrooms, but ooh, hello there, scorpion. Oh, hello there, but 2 scorpions. Woo! Personally, scorpions need their range nerfed without a doubt. I can have a spear, and I have to basically be kissing the scorpion in order to kill it. And it can be like 20 feet away, and it can hit me when I'm using a spear. Like, look, I'm over here. Can't hit it, can't hit it, can't hit it. Still can't hit it. Still can't hit it. Still can't hit it. Can't hit it. Can't hit it. And boom. And it's hitting me. Versus the spear. And now that I'm infected, I probably cut my actually no. I planned for emergencies. But yeah, you see what I mean by the scorpion. It needs its range nerfed big time. Like big time. Like I was practically kissing it. You saw I was missing it and it was hitting me. And I was still missing it. I had to change my position and get closer to hit these stupid things. Oh well. It's annoying, but yeah. Alright. Actually, I probably should bring some of this with me. Especially since if we're going to be running things. Hello? Once I probably won't get a lot of lead on camera because it does just require me to run around all over the place. And basically just wait until boulders spawn. I kind of hope there's a way to automate it. Like maybe we can see a technology, another extractor in here. Maybe we could have, I don't know, something like a furnace or something type item. So when you stick not stones, but when you stick, I don't know what you would stick in it. You would stick something in it, and it would take time to cook, and then it would produce one lead ore, and then you could take the lead ore and then produce a ingot from it, type of deal. That could be an alternative way to make it work. Like maybe have it where, for example, iron ore has traces of lead in it. So if you could stick it into a processor, it will process the lead ore out of the iron ore, but then you lose the iron. So it's like you give up an iron ore to get a lead ore type of deal. That would be interesting, and it would allow us to automate lead ore, or at least make it where we don't have to just come in and be like, wee, like this. We could actually get it lead at our base if we wanted to, instead of spending like 40 years and only need to come out here when we collect our resources, which actually I do need to get a cart. So lead in here, we'll stick that in there, drop you, we'll stick iron in here, then we'll go grab the, yep, kind of figured. So we'll stick this as a few of these back in. Two, so that we need to stick 5 of these in. So it looks like we could carry most of it. Oh, we could actually carry. Okay, so I put more than 5, but still. Alright, so we got lead, we've got copper, we'll get the copper in. I gotta make sure these are all on because I don't want to have to, actually, you know what, screw that. This is why I need to get a car over here, because then otherwise I spend like 20 minutes. However, getting that 100 weight would definitely help, because then when one of those are full, I just grab it, stick it in, run back, grab it, stick it in, and ta-da. But we're not at that point. I'm still in the process of trying to make money. Okay, copper. And you, I think we are, besides aluminum, you're on, you're on, you're on, you're on, you're on, you're about, oh wow, have I really spent 10 minutes here? Okay, it's gonna be faster if I just drop off like 5 of these, rather than try and run over there. Oh, 6 of them. Nope. 7. So 8. Yes. So I gotta drop off 8 in order to be able to move. So that means we're going to fill up basically 1, 2, 3. At least 3 more boxes. Or 2 more boxes. Grab you. We'll go dump you because it's faster this way. Another 40. Drop it. Drop at 8. I kind of wish we could shift click these back in. Sadly, we can't. But that's the problem of letting them fill up. Either way, we're good to go once we get the last one. Then we can continue on with the rest of the projects that I have planned, which we're gonna need iron for. Actually, we'll just whoop. They can drop 8 off in here because no point in sticking it and opening up 2 different chests. But I think I'm gonna bring a cart here off camera, so the next time if I do this, we don't have to sit here and watch the pain of moving stuff. Oops, I forgot you gotta move all. And then 8 more or 16. Perfect. Everything's on, everything's good. We'll see if my experiment works. If it doesn't, well, we'll have to figure out a different way. We might end up making a road building episode on here. But at least the boulders will be out of the way, or most of them, which actually I should clear more. So we'll clear out you, just because. We'll clear out as many of these as possible. Huh, these are still here. Unless I chop something. Any more trees and other things and potentially in the way? Yes, right here. We'll clear out these rocks. Once these are all cleared, we'll have at least a little bit more of a access road, just in case. Check over here. Yep. Now I'm kind of wasting the boulders by doing this, but for now, I don't really care. We have a stone extractor that's getting us, well, we don't have a stone extractor. We have iron ore extractor that's getting us plenty of, we better get back home quickly. And I probably should make more medical bandages. But for now, we're gonna, well, actually, that's what, lost train of thought. Yay! Let's go. Back home. Woo, through here. Dodge all the trees. And the rocks. Yeah, having this place open and clear is... Oh, apparently I missed a few rocks because of the route I took. Oh well. Alright, let's go. Actually, I might just take this cart and run it over here. But that would, again, require off-camera. And I don't think I want to be running around. Stop. Turn. Leave the idiot because he just yelled instead of throwing stuff at me. And let's go. Then from there, we'll get the grinder set up, which means I'll have to look at setting up a... Oh, we need water. Which I'll have to set up a control panel, a junction panel, a wall of some kind, and a few other things to get that going. Then we're going to also want to set up power, so that way we can take care of that. I gotta also think about setting up a road from here, and maybe setting up some spikes. Ooh. I didn't mean to run that over, but hey, it works, it works. Okay, shut off. There we go. Good thing these tires can't be popped. But they can spin, apparently. Alright, so aluminum and other things. Oop. I didn't mean that, but that's fine. Yeah. Copper. We'll stick a batch. Now we need the cobalt. Then we'll need to set up some iron and a few other things. And for me, personally, I don't really care about efficiency. I care about looks and other things of that nature. Definitely need to go get more lead, without a doubt. Yeah, baby! What's 85, 100, and 12. So I made one extra shield when I went to explore the bunker because I thought, a bunker. Most of the survival games that I played, bunkers are full of enemies. and I didn't want to die. So I was like, here's another shield. I recommend checking out my other videos in my series. I do build all over the place. I do find places to build. One of the seasons I built a tree house. Another season I built on some rocks near the water. Like, actually I built over here on the last season next to the cave. I had it here and went up to here. And then another season I was like, I don't remember. And actually, this might be a fun defensive zone to set up and build. Admittedly, there's no water and there's no caves relatively nearby. But we'll have to check that out at some point. So now let's work on... Oh, actually, while we still have the stamina. Actually, yes, drink that. Emergency water. Yay! Alright. I should check out how many boxes he's managed to fill, because we were about ready to hit our first decay batch. So what are we at? 1, 2, wow. I don't know if I would count that as first decay batch, because that's one. This I would definitely count as a first decay batch. Yes, this is my first decay batch box. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. So I think he can get about 8 boxes with 33 filled up. So I need to work on getting the freezer, because the freezer, we can stuff it in here. I can set 1 box of onion, 1 set of cucumbers, 1 set of corn, 1 potato, 1 melon. Have that all set up in here, so he doesn't have to deal with those until I come in and grab them. Then we can set the rest of this to be onions, and effectively he will be perfect onion production man, taking care of all the onions for everything we need for, and just be like, yeah, baby. We're gonna throw in a few of these. Actually, I should probably keep like 1 or 2, but for now, we need to start looking at grinder and a few other things. So we need 12 electrical, 20 iron. Whoo! So I'm gonna have to dip into this and grab all my iron, which I've done a couple of times. This is where I'm gonna build my entrance in and down, up and down for this, because then I can come down, walk down this way, then come out, walk down this way, walk over here, go this way, walk in the water a little bit, and then come over here. Although I could move this, especially since this isn't going to be my oil shell and oil and sandstone. The reason why I'm leaving it is because I do have plans to use it, which is where we're gonna need cement for this. But I would like to try and get the advanced mixer, but maybe I'll just use the regular one. But we're going to need some logs over here. We're gonna need lead, and then from there we have, which actually I should put planks in here. Let's go deliver these where they need to be, and it looks like we need to eat some food. Woo! I'm still hoping for the advanced barn at some point, so I did add a wall here to change it up a little bit, and then because the idea is to reduce the amount of sound, so let's say sound's coming through, If this wall wasn't here, it would just blow through all of this place. Now, sound doesn't actually affect you in the game, but I'm just thinking about it. And then over here, we have the battery room and the control panel for electricity. Ooh, sitting at 153. Oh, our wind turbines must be dropping in power, which means we'll probably be relying on stored power for a little while, but that's fine. Alright. I'm gonna have to think about setting up a wood place, like a wood shop. I am gonna have to surround this entire area right there with spikes, so when winter comes, they don't actually run across the ice. He's had time to grab logs. I must not have enough onions for him. Alrighty. Right now, I ran out of onions, so I can't actually load more onions on them. Now, with the railings here, this is just to separate out the rooms. So we'll have our loom room. We'll have a general workbench room. So we'll have like the advanced, the regular, the repair bench. Then we'll have over here the chemical room. So we'll have like the chemicals stuff here. Admittedly, there's going to be like no use for it except for one item. Then we'll have the forge room or the noise room. In other words, have where we use the anvil, we'll use the grinder, we'll use the forges. And then over here, because this is the most well ventilated area, and because of the exit in the event of, let's say, this, which actually I should place down. The event of this something going wrong with this, we could quickly exit the building. Fire, we have a chance to escape. We'll be able to escape a lot faster than fumes. If fumes were to happen and to explode in this area and just poof, or we weren't paying attention to this because we're letting it run on, like, do the chemical process, and something was to happen without us knowing, there are chances of an emergency. This would cause a more emergency situation, in my opinion. That's why I'm kind of moved it over here. Okay, so now let's move copper over into here. Oh, we're full on that one. We'll be full on this one. So we'll have 2 extra there. We might want to get 1 extra machine on cobalt. Although now that we have like 3, we should be good to go. Because that should take care of all of our power needs. So we are going to need, what do you call it? Iron, which, we need 10, 11, 12, 13 more. We could use the fragments, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? We'll just do 20. So let's just grab all of this, and because we're gonna need more iron, plus we're gonna need, what is it called? A few other items that require iron, like the junction box and the control panel and the switch, which I hope the switch gets updated so that way we can see our power from it. So basically it shows, because I've said this quite a few in other videos, but not everybody sees, but it would show power stored and power capacity. So it would have a little line here. It would show power, it would show the stored, then a slash, and then the capacity. So it would show the max amount. So this way you know how much power you have. Then it would show power available. So it would be power, and then it would have plus or minus depending on how much power you're producing. So if it's power available, it would be plus 80. and then when it's power available negative, it would show negative 80 type of deal. That's the thought process behind what I want the switches, because otherwise we have to run over and build those, or we have to or we build them all over the place, and when you start building them all over the place, it starts to become not all that appealing. Anyways, we're gonna want one of these. So we need 6 iron. We need 2 cobalt, 4 cobalt. We got the copper, we got the screws. If we do this, we need another iron, so I think we need to do another batch of iron, and we need to do at least 2 cobalt, so we'll do that. Because we got 2 right there, and we got all the copper we need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. And then all of you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, we'll do a little bit of lead also on top of it. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll do that. That should take care of most of our needs. Okay. We're gonna need mechanical parts and electrical parts, which we should have plenty of. So yeah, we only need, I think, 6 of these and 12 of these. I should really go hit that chicken with my with a trank. All right. We'll get the grinder set up first. Then we'll get the we'll have to get some logs set up because and I'm thinking I might change up some of this and make it into half wood walls, or actually, let's see how small because if we go this, that's really high, so no, I don't want that. Ceilings, roofs, can I get away? Yes, okay, so this is what I would use. I'd put the ceiling caps here because they're about the same height, roughly, as that, which is what I want, and I want them to be solid. And I'll probably replace this entire area with these images instead. But for now, yep. Okay, so we have like 6 and we have 7 mechanical and 6 electrical. We have 20 ingots, so now we need planks. And we're gonna need logs. And actually, we need more planks. Maybe I can get away with... I mean to delete that. Place that. We're gonna have to build one of this because I have a curiosity that I need to test. And here we'll get rid of that one. So we need a bunch of planks, some logs, and a few other items. Let's go back. Let's grab what we need. We'll get the grinder up and going so we can start grinding and processing stones. Yay! Ooh, ran out of stamina. That means we need food. Alright. Okay, well, accidentally clicked on something. Woohoo! Hopefully everything's working. Okay. So that takes care of that. Do I have any? No, I don't. Oh, I had an extra. I forgot about spare iron. Uh. Hmm. Where the hell are all my water bottles? I gotta start setting these up all over the place, so I don't accidentally forget them. We'll continue cooking, but we're running a bit long, so we'll have to. Once we get this grinder set up, I'll have to pretty much pause or end the video. Perfect. All right. So. Ooh. That should be that. Now we need planks and we need logs. At least a few. I don't know if we need all of... Oh! He had time to fill the logs. That means there's not enough, onions for him. That means I gotta get more onions at some point. Because if he's got time to do this, that means there's not enough. Alright, we'll just grab a bunch of a stack of these. And I guess that. And then we'll fill this up. I don't think we need this many, but if I'm going to be building a bunch of poles, just in case. And I don't think I have enough, actually, I don't need all of this. I just need copper, cobalt, screws. I think it was 4 cobalt. And 4 for the other stuff. I don't have a spot for lead. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we need a bunch of screws, which should be down here. We'll take 50. And don't think we have enough planks. Oh yeah. Another trick, if you put this on top of a thing, you can grab it and carry it behind you like this. If you don't want to have the log in front of you. It's a neat little trick. Once we get this going, we can get iron, and then we can start upgrading our defense, and then everything else, and then yay! It's the end of the world as we know it. Stone. There we go. So now we can throw stone in here. We'll throw that there and that there. We'll throw that in there. And if I'm correct, dang it, I was hoping it would have been higher, because this would have been a neat little thing to have done. There's other options we can choose. No. Walls. No, but we could, if we wanted to fill it in better like that, we could choose a half wall. So it's like we throw in a half wall here, and boom, we've got a nice little window out there if we wanted, but no, that's not what I'm looking for. But for now, we need to move you. We're going to turn you this way. And we're going to slide you over so that way we have enough room. Whee! So I think we'll put it placeable power, one of these out here. Oops. We'll move you a little bit more so we can get this all set up. We'll have to set up more of these, and I'll probably move this closer to the out so I can reach it. But for now, we're just trying to get this all set up. That way, we'll be good to go. Okay, so now, throw you in, you in. Stone. Grinder. There we go. Oh, I forgot. I should bring the hammer over. But for now, we'll switch you back around. Get you a bit... Well, I don't think we should move you a bit closer because I am going to move that over here. We'll keep the junction boxes all lined up over here, so that way when we place a few more of these that we can, then we'll have some relays that go across, down, and around like this, so the wires aren't in the way. And I should go put my stone hammer up. Took a lot longer than I anticipated to get this set up, especially since I keep running out of stamina and thirsty and hungry, and wow, we are lacking on everything. Whoop, didn't mean to jump. You go back in here. We'll go throw all of this in here. Throw the screws up, and well, I forgot. My brain went. Oh, right, the hammer, the wiring hammer. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 wires. Perfect. Alright, 4 wires. Screw it, we'll take the 6. We'll throw the screws up. And then we'll have at least the beginning of stone grinder going so we can start getting a bunch of things ready to go. Dang it, I hate running out of stamina. We're about to ready to die on a bunch of all of our stats, which is actually quite impressive. Okay. No. You go into here. You go into there. You go into here. And then you... right, we have the hammer out. And that goes into there. So now... Oh, there we go. I was like, what? Perfect. Now it's on. It's ready to go. We'll call it here. So, if you guys enjoyed, please like. If you didn't, I understand. Not much happened. Just running around, gathering, getting food, all that. Setting up things, blah, 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 blah. If you guys want to see more, make sure to check out the channel. If you want to see other games I play, check out the in-screen credits. That shows my most recent uploaded videos. If you want to be added on to the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After a certain amount of time, I'll add you on. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed and you come back for more. I'm going to get ready for the next episode, which means we're going to start working on getting some base defense, start trying to make more money, and everything else we can in the process. Woo! I'm going to get some food, water, sleep, so I don't die, and I'm going to let the credits roll out. And from there, maybe trank a chicken so we can fill up our barn over there. Bye-bye!